Hello, I'm Dr. Rob Hicks, and today we're talking about seasonal affective disorder. That's a particular type of depression that obviously people get seasonally. Now, most people suffer the symptoms of this type of depression over the winter months. So at the end of autumn, beginning of winter, the symptoms arise, and then with the onset of spring, the symptoms disappear again. Now, nobody precisely knows why seasonal affective disorder happens, but it's thought to be linked to a reduction in the length of the days, so a reduction in the amount of natural daylight that people are exposed to. And it's thought that this affects the levels of certain chemicals within the brain. So melatonin levels are thought to increase, and that's the hormone that makes us feel sleepy. And serotonin levels are thought to decrease, and that of course is the hormone that lifts our mood, it lifts our spirits, it makes us feel good. It's also thought that maybe there's a bit of disruption to our internal body clock as well. Now, like other forms of depression, seasonal affective disorder causes persistent low mood. People will find that they lose interest and pleasure in things that they're normally interested in and normally get pleasure from. They may become irritable, angry, lethargic, fatigued. Many people find that they're sleeping more than they normally would, and that they also crave carbohydrates. Now, despite the fact that we don't know exactly what causes seasonal affective disorder to happen, there are lots of things that people can do to overcome the symptoms. So from a lifestyle point of view, getting as much exposure to natural daylight as possible is a very good measure to take. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm sitting indoors wrapped up in a jacket and a scarf next to a window. Well, I was planning to film this segment outside, but Mother Nature, in her infinite wisdom, decided it was a good idea to have a rainfall downpour. So I've come indoors. So normally speaking, you go outside, get as much daylight exposure as possible, but also if you're stuck indoors for whatever reason, then sit next to a window. And then you'll get some daylight exposure as well. Lots of exercise, a healthy diet, managing stress, it goes without saying, can help keep those symptoms of seasonal affective disorder at bay. Now, some people actually benefit from light therapy through a light box. Some people benefit from psychotherapy in the form of CBT, and some people benefit from antidepressant medication. So the bottom line is, with seasonal affective disorder, you don't have to suffer in silence. But if it is affecting your quality of life, if you are suffering with the symptoms, then please, please, please ask your GP for some help and advice. And remember, be positive. Seasonal affective disorder, you can get on top of the symptoms and enjoy the winter and indeed the rest of the year. You don't have to suffer in silence. And what many people with the condition do, they actually recognize when their symptoms are likely to occur, so they put in place all these measures beforehand. And that way, they've got a very, very good chance of not suffering seasonal affective disorder symptoms at all. Hello, I'm...
Hello fellow wellbeing warriors. Now when the weather is cold and we don't have much sunshine, it's tempting to stay at home and everybody feels low and particularly fed up. So my advice to you is get outside, even in the cold weather, wrap up, take the children outside too, and look up. There are so many things to be able to see. When we're feeling low, we look down. We can look down maybe and go for a treasure hunt, but if we look up and count chimney pots, or see what we can spot clouds wise in the sun, that will keep us going. So remember, anyone can be a superhero, and look for the wellbeing warrior in you. So until next time, guys.
Hi everyone, so here's a few tips on how you can deal with the colder and darker months. Now, sometimes what we could do mistakenly is to actually say when it's raining, for example, oh, the weather's really horrible outside. So even if we think that or say that to someone, automatically it's like we start associating rain with something bad, with something negative. However, rain, as we know, is a natural part of the weather. We need the rain. Like we need the sunshine, we also need the rain. So it's not that rain is bad, it's not that the cold is bad, it's just different. So instead of complaining about the rain or saying that the weather's horrible today, why not find nice things that you can associate with that kind of weather? So for example, don't you just love the sound of raindrops on your window or on your umbrella when it's raining? How about putting on some Wellington boots and going out and splashing about in the rain? That's pretending to be a child again. That's really fun. Also, when the weather's really cold, why not just cozy up in something really nice and warm? Put on your woolly hat, your scarf, a nice warm jacket, something nice on your feet that's nice and warm. And you can even go and sit and have a hot chocolate outside. Or you can find a nice cozy cafe and maybe somewhere that has a nice log fire. Get a nice hot chocolate, for example. So there's so many nice cozy things that you can't really do in the warmer months that you can do in the winter months. So it's about finding things when the weather's like this, when it's darker, that you actually enjoy as well. Look how many nice buildings there are, for example, that when it's darker, when it's dark at night, you can actually see the lights on the bridges and stuff. It looks so pretty. So it's about reframing your thinking. It's about looking at things in a different way. It's about appreciating what is out there that you can do in the darker and colder months.